things are different than they were the last couple of years. That's obvious. Interest rates have driven the rates up in the market. It has driven down the demand to some degree, and it has also plateaued our pricing. I'm in Panama City Beach, Florida, so our area is a little bit more insulated from the changes that are happening in some other parts of the market in the country, because we still have a high demand for people to move to Florida, to buy a second home, to buy an investment property. So don't freak out. If you're really looking to sell your property, if you price it correctly, you'll be able to do it. You cannot look back at pricing from a year ago or even a half a year ago as a benchmark, because once the interest rates went up, for those buyers that are getting a mortgage, which are the vast majority of buyers, that shrunk their buying power down. And if they were buying an investment property, it definitely shrunk their return on investment. So you have to be aware of how that has affected the market, and you have to be actually motivated to sell. There were a lot of sellers that put their properties on the market in the past couple of years because they said, oh, well, if I can get this price for it, I'll sell it. And they got their price for it, but those are no longer the days. So if you are truly motivated to sell, you are going to be able to do so as long as your property is priced correctly, using the most recent data. So I'd say within the past 3 or 4 months, and then making adjustments for, you know, the way your property looks or updates that need to be made, and of course your motivation factor. If you're one of those sellers that says, well, let's just put it on the market for a higher price and see what happens, and I always have some wiggle room, I would advise against that strategy, because once your property hits the market and it goes out to all the third-party sites and is shown all over the internet everywhere, your best eyes on those properties are going to be within the first week. So if you don't price it right out the gate, those buyers are just going to move on to the next property.